Hi, I'm Dr. Brian McDonough. Let's face it, the more we learn about COVID, the tougher the questions get. Right now, I want to talk about vaccines, what we know, what we speculate, what we don't know. First of all, let's say you have had COVID. You've gotten through it, and you now feel, I'm safe, I've had COVID. Are you really safe? How long do your antibodies, those soldiers that fight the infection, last? Right now, the latest information we have is about 5 months. So if you got COVID, again, every case is individual. Big picture, probably about 5 months. But then you have to throw in the variants. So now let's say we've got these mutated strains where the virus changes. What if you get the vaccine? How long do those antibodies help you? Well, according to the research we're doing, we're learning that it seems to last longer than being affected by the virus, but it may not be perfect. So why get the vaccine? Well, there's several reasons why. What we have found is if you've been exposed to COVID, or if you get the vaccine and get antibodies because of the vaccine, either way, two big things happen. The first is you reduce the number of people in the country and in the world where the virus can spread and go from person to person. That's big for all of us. But the second thing is it means that if you get the virus, you are less likely to get very sick with the virus. And I'll give you an example. What we know about the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, that's the one that is going for approval for the emergency use authorizations. Well, that Johnson & Johnson vaccine is one shot, which is great, but it's not as effective protecting against COVID as Moderna and Pfizer. But here's the thing. If you get Johnson & Johnson, the studies have shown that you are still less likely to have a severe problem. In fact, Johnson & Johnson has been tested in a world where we had these mutated strains, so it may be just as good as the others. It was just in a tougher fight when it was being tested. So think about the complexity. What's what I need to tell you? I need to tell you several things. First, absolutely get the vaccine. If you have an opportunity, get it. When it's your turn, don't feel guilty about getting it. Get the vaccine. That is what hopefully is going to keep you not only out of the hospital, but out of the ICU. Secondly, you need to continue wearing masks even if you've gotten the vaccine, and this is why. You could contract the virus, and the odds are you probably won't even know you have it. So for the sake of everybody else, your family, others you come in contact with, just wear the mask until we know we have enough vaccine in the general population. And finally, and perhaps most importantly, understand that we probably will be going forward over the next several years with booster vaccines. But if we get it to the point where it's like the flu, where yes, some people will do poorly, but the vast majority won't, especially if they're vaccinated, that will help us all return to a normal life, the life that we all miss, and the life that we're struggling to get to and yet have to be continuously patient.